Now to Union County, recovery is underway now after the EF3 tornado tore through the Morganfield area Friday night. A lot of viewers shared video of that storm caught on camera, complete with some scary sights. Now, Jamie French has been in Union County all day speaking with those affected. So, Jamie, where do things stand now?
Yeah, Rob, of course, they've come a long way, actually just now 3 days removed from that EF3 tornado that tore through the area. Today, we're getting a closer look at how powerful it was, the damage left behind. Today, Union County emergency management leaders went door to door to each affected home, and they did their individual damage assessment, essentially, just trying to get an idea of how powerful this storm was and the devastation left in its path. So I want to break down some numbers for you. They assessed 47 homes. 17 of those have been deemed a total loss. 15 are considered heavily damaged, so still not livable, and 6 homes have minor damage. Now, state and county leaders met this afternoon to discuss a plan, and just new in the last hour, we really have seen that plan come to shape. They were creating dumping sites for homeowners to drop off debris at no cost. I'm now learning that there are 3 sites set up, each of them different, one for vegetative debris, one for construction debris, things like that. So I'll make sure to have that information on our website. Also, Union County Judge Executive Adam Onan says that cleanup and restoration efforts have moved very quick so far. He says state road crews had the main highway cleaned up and reopened just a few hours after the storm, and all internet, fiber, and electricity has been restored to homes.
It's remarkably different than it did Saturday morning when we woke up. A lot of cleanup efforts have been undertaken already, and we're in the process of trying to figure out how we can be helpful and facilitate that. We're working with FEMA and Kentucky Department of Emergency Management. All have been kind of all hands on deck.
Now, thankfully, no lives were lost during this storm, only a few minor injuries. Today, we spoke with many survivors who are now living to tell their stories of that night. Just off of US 60 on Ed Ricketts Road, Christina Wargel says that she was watching Jeff Lyons track the storm. She says she got worried as the sky got darker. She could see the trees leaning over in the front yard as the winds picked up.
I knew I only had a few minutes, called him on the phone, jumped in the tub with a towel around my shoulders and a pillow over my head and said, "It's going to take the house, it's going to take the house." And he said, "What are you talking about?" I said, "It's going to take the house." And at this point I was screaming, and the door to the bathroom started shaking, and I could hear the glass breaking and beams breaking. And I thought, I don't know if this is real, if I'm going to live through this.
Well, Christina says she's thankful that the community came to her rescue that night. She says she is already feeling hopeful about the rebuilding process. Now, Christina was not the only person in this area who was sheltering for their life that night. Our Haley Kirby has been in Union County all day today as well. Haley, you spoke with a family who once lived in a home that stood right here.
Yeah, I mean, that is not the only home that's been damaged, obviously, in Morganfield, Kentucky by this tornado. But here off of US 60 on this hill, this is where Alvin Wells, his wife, and his 2 children lived. Alvin tells me that he had built this home from the ground up as their forever home. But on Friday, when that tornado tore through the area, it ripped this home down to its foundation. His daughter caught it all on camera. Friday evening, as storms rolled in, Alvin Wells and his family sat home, hunkered down.
We were watching the news, preparing for the storms that might come, and we decided to go downstairs as the warnings became more prevalent.
Moments later, a tornado appeared.
Zoe, get in here! Zoe! Zoe!
It sounded like a freight train coming through our house. It seemed like a longer time, but it was probably seconds. My family went to the corner of the closet, and I was in front of the door holding it as I could hear the noise and the pressure on the door.
When it passed, full of fear, Alvin emerged from the closet to find the tornado had taken everything.
It was finally over, and I walked upstairs by myself, up the stairs, and got to the top floor. It was just unimaginable. It was like a cool silence, and you looked around, everything had just been destroyed.
A home the Wells built themselves back in 2017, now gone.
It's our dream home, what we always wanted. It was our final home.
In the aftermath, Alvin says he's thankful his family survived.
My main thought is that my family survived this incident and none of us were harmed. That's the most important thing. We can rebuild a house, buy new things, vehicles, whatever it is, we can do those things again. We've lost some of our memories, but we've salvaged some of them when we were up here going through the house.
Also noting how lucky they were.
This storm, if it had moved 3 inches one way or the other toward our closet, we wouldn't be here now. So I would say it's certainly a higher power had something to do with it.
The Wells are optimistic and plan to rebuild that dream home.
We are going to rebuild here just as it was. That's our plan.
Alvin says he wouldn't be able to do it without the outpouring of community support they've received. Again, thankfully, everyone was able to make it out of this home safely, unharmed. Alvin tells me that they're staying with family, friends until they're able to get the rebuilding process started, until they're able to move back in here. They're also asking the community for prayers, something that we've continued to hear today. Jamie, you've spoken with people. They're not asking for donations.
Yeah, that's exactly right. The judge executive tells me if you were going to donate furniture or clothing, they have nowhere to put it. You know, their homes are gone. So really the best way to help these storm victims here in Union County is monetary donations. He said a gift card would even be great as well. So we'll have all that information, of course, over on 14news.com. But Rob, you know, the message that we have covered all day today is hope. People in Union County are feeling hopeful. You know, we are home of the Union County Braves here. I'm from the area, so I sympathize with this. They are braving the storm together. They're looking forward to rebuilding. Of course, we will continue to follow the recovery process every step of the way and always bring you the latest here on 14 News. But for now, I'll send it back to you in the studio, reporting live in Morganfield, Jamie French, 14 News.
All right, Jamie, thank you.